I got a question. Anybody learn anything the last few days? What we learn? Let's talk about the selling process real fast. What did you like about the process itself, Chris? Anything? I know there's a lot, but if you had to pick out one thing, what would you say that you really liked about the process? 3-minute meet and greet by the manager. Remember that one? How important is that? Think about this for a second. How many dealerships are our customers walking into and a really nice manager comes over and says, "We really appreciate you being here. We were expecting you. Really glad you came," and built a little bit of rapport. Hey, do you think that's important? Who thinks that that's important? What else besides the greeting? What else? How about you, Scotty?
The fact it's consistent every time.
Consistent. Listen, people who are successful, they do the same thing consistently. It's not once in a while. That's not what gets us there. You see, as car guys, and I'm guilty, we say, "Oh, I'm pretty good at that. I do that. Yeah, I've heard that close before. I know how to get a customer to take action in this situation. I'm good." Let me tell you something. The greatest enemy to great is what? Good. If it's not consistent, it's going to lose its power. It's not what we do once in a while. Consistency. It's extremely important. That's a good one. Both of those are. How about you, Sean? What did you get? Same process. People are people are people. Is that right? Yes. People who are successful, they seek to understand first. Is that right? Not to judge. Now, are there a few things that we may do a little different in the process? If you have a customer that has perfect credit, do we need to counsel them on how to get reestablished? Yes or no? Of course not, right? They have perfect credit. Why would we have to counsel them and show them and help them to get from here to there if they're already there? Wouldn't make much sense, right? But in the car business, really? Let's take a look in the mirror for a second. What's really happening? Are we treating these people like human beings that they are? Or sometimes can we be a little bit judging? We got to get rid of that. We have to see every single customer that walks through that door. If they walk through that door in the showroom, it's a deal. What if every one of your salespeople believed that every customer that came through that door, that they were there to buy a car now? And they're just thinking, "Hey, how you doing? Welcome to our dealership. My name is Daryl." And you are? "Really nice to meet you, Scotty." And they're thinking right away, about an hour and a half, you're going to be in the business office signing up. That's what they're thinking. That's the kind of attitude that we're talking about. Listen, you can have the right skills. You can have the right knowledge. You can know how to bypass price and you can master the basics. But if you don't have the right attitude, you have nothing. You have nothing at all. It's like having Kindle wood, dry paper, wood stacked up really nice and neatly. But your attitude is the match. There is no fire without a spark. Some people are like, "Where do I start?" I've got an idea for you. Why don't you start with a decision? Make a commitment. Make a commitment to yourself first and your family. Make a commitment to your people. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. And this is what we're going to do. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to show you how to get it done. Because you see, myself, I'm going to grow personally, and I'm also going to help you to grow. Quick tip from Helmy. Knowledge is not power. The use of knowledge is power. Period. You can gain the knowledge and get confidence. There's no doubt. But once you get confidence, you'll get enthusiasm. And once you get that enthusiasm, now you're selling. Because enthusiasm is what burns. And I don't mean running around like you drink a pot of coffee. All fired up, jacked up. Let's go get them. That doesn't get it done either. It's a good start. Let's get fired up, right, Bill? I love to be fired up. Don't get me wrong. But that's not it. There's more to it, isn't there? What else in the sales process? What did you get, Peter?
I like the way it flows, start to finish.
You like the way it flows. Every step is in place for a reason. And you want to know what that reason is? To get you to the next step. Who knows what the most important step is?
The one you're on.
The one you're on. That's it. That's it, the one you're on. Real quick before I wrap up so we can turn it over and get to the next segment, I'm going to share something with you. When our customers come into the dealership, there's two roads that customer can take. Now, it's up to the dealership which road they take. It's up to the salesperson, the manager. It's up to the finance manager. Are we a team? Are we a team? I mean, come on. Some of us just came from another dealership, and some of us have only been at the dealership for a little while. We have some new employees, some employees that have been there for a while, and we're struggling for position. Who cares what your title is? What is leadership? We talked about it yesterday. To lead is to what? To lead is to serve. You don't need a title to be a leader. As a matter of fact, titles sometimes kill people who were good leaders. Is that kind of true? Yes or no? I mean, think about this for a second. We have to work together to pull this off. When that customer comes into the showroom, we're talking about the road to the sale. We have to build value. All of us know that we have to build value in order to get to the deal. Is that right? It's pretty basic sales, right? Over here, we can talk price. Now, if a customer comes on the lot, talks price, interest rate, trade, and we don't know how to handle it, what road do we go down? The price road or value road? Which one? The price road. Where does the price road lead us to? Low gross, lose a deal, can't close the deal, roadblocks, right? Let's take a look at it. Here's the process. These are the steps. The steps build what? They build what? They build value, right? How about price? What if they come in, hey, how much is it? Customer gets here, they say, how much is it? Now, which road are we on right away? Price road. So what are we to do? What are we to do? We got to get them back over to the value road. You know, everybody wants to know all the word tracks. Everybody wants to know all these really cool closes because they sound cool. Listen, they're not cool. They're effective. They work. Some people are like, I don't want that. It's a script. It's not a script. You got to make it like it's not a script. Relax a little bit. Listen, it's a script if you don't care. And that's not anybody's fault but yours. If you genuinely care and you want to get to the next level, you care about your people, you care about what you do, you care about who you are, then you'll master the script. But once you master it, it's yours. And if it's yours, it's real. There's a big difference there. Hey, do you know it when you meet a fake salesperson? Yes or no? Of course you do. Can some of us get busy sometimes and not realize it? Could we maybe come across like we may be a little bit fake? Us or our salespeople? Could that happen? Yes or no? I know it's happened to me before. Let's take a look at it. We go down the road to value by following the steps. But how can we do that? Before we even get the greeting out of our mouth, it's like, how much is it? And we're like, my used car manager's busy right now, but let me get the key and we'll go ahead and take it for a drive. Let's make sure it's the one that you really like before we get into talking price. I don't want to get the cart before the horse. You know, all this kind of stuff that we were taught over the years. Doesn't work. Where are we going? What road? Price or value? What's my interest rate? Well, interest rate, I really don't know. I'm going to have to get some more information from you. Then I'll be able to tell you more about it, but really depends. Well, what are they going to give me for my trade? Well, my used car manager appraises the trades, but we have a process here, and we can't get to that part yet because I haven't done the first few steps of our process. Well, what's my payments going to be? Well, they told me I was already approved. You mean I'm not approved yet? What do you mean you have to get information? Now where are we? Are we on price or are we in value? Where are we? Price or value? No, you're not. You're in a ditch. You're in a ditch. And then when our salespeople get in a ditch, what happens? I need a what? I need a TO. And then once the customer's in a ditch, they need a tow truck. They don't need a closer. I don't care how good you are or how good you think you are. If the customer's in a ditch, they're in a ditch. I need a dismissal slip. What's that? A business card. Hey, can I give you a call? You got a card? And then we just pull out that dismissal slip and hand it to them. There you go. Do me a favor. Get all your salespeople to take their business cards and put them up somewhere inside the showroom. Help me, did I carry a business card in my pocket when I was in the showroom?
Nobody was allowed to carry a business card.
Ever. Just in case I went in a ditch. But here's the deal. If you have the skill, you'll go in a ditch a lot less. Isn't that kind of cool? I think it was Helmy that said that the car business was about odds. Did we talk about odds this week? Remember the white or blue shirt? Some people were probably thinking like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. But we're playing the what? We're playing the odds. If you have an 80% chance to win on red, would you put your money on black or red? 20% red, 80% black. Where would you put your money? Black or red? Black? Okay. What if you didn't hit? Would you go ahead and put it on the 20% the next time or the 80? Okay, but what if you didn't hit? Would you put your money on the 80? Of course you would. Because what's going to happen? It's going to hit. Let me share something with you. This is real. Going on right now in our stores. Some of us get a lot of problem credit. Yes or no? And the owner calls the store and says, how's it going? What do you guys do today? We got anything out? We sell anything? How many we got? We'll be tracking. What's going on? What's up? And we're like, well, you know what? It's been tough today. Credit hadn't been so good. What are we blaming on right away? Credit. Credit. Listen, if my owner ever called me and I was in the dealership working and said, what are we doing? What are we tracking? What's happening? If I didn't say, well, we have 42 appointments. I've already confirmed half of them. If he says, how many we got? And I say, well, we don't have anything yet, but we have 3 deals working. One of them is only on the first 3 steps. The other one, we already test drove. We're working on getting an approval right now to get it wrapped up. They've been here about 45 minutes. The other one, they just got here. They're doing a customer statement right now. Good. How's the atmosphere? Good. How's the morale? Good. How many appointments did you say we had? 42. How many showed? 2 of them so far were appointments. Call revenue. What's happening? How many incoming? If I didn't know, what would happen, Helmy? I shouldn't ask you that question. It didn't happen. You know why? Because he gave me the blueprint. He gave me the blueprint. He didn't just show up one day and say, what do you got? How many is it? What are you tracking? I would have been like, He gave me the blueprint. He showed me how it was laid out. Then he showed me how to do it. And then he led by example. Led by example. First thing he did was lock the doors to the dealership and did training every day. Every single day. With all the people. Some of the people? No, all the people. Some of us are just saying, well, our people aren't that good. Nobody's people is that good. There's no such thing. You think Belichick just handpicked them and they just all showed up and they're ready.